everybody. Hope everyone is having a wonderful week. Oh my goodness, we are getting snowed in. Anyway, I want to thank Savannah for sending me the link to this article. It was like, oh my God. I mean, the hypocrisy, and I mean, there's just no words. There really isn't. I mean, now I'm talking about the 2019 Watchtower Study Edition, October, starting on page 11. Subheading, paragraph 14, keep trying to make disciples. As we conduct Bible studies, we have to try our best to make disciples, ... teaching them to observe all things Jesus has commanded. We need to help people understand how important it is for them to take their stand for Jehovah. Now, we all know that Jehovah's Witnesses believe that if you do not become one and a follower of Jehovah, then you will be destroyed at Armageddon. Those of us that leave, we are going to be destroyed at Armageddon. Continuing with the paragraph over on page 12. This means trying to motivate people to make the truth their own by applying what they learn, dedicating their life to Jehovah, and getting baptized. Only then will they survive Jehovah's day. Paragraph 15. As mentioned earlier, there's very little time between now and the end of this system of things. For this reason, we cannot afford to keep studying the Bible with people who have no clear intention of becoming Christ's disciples. Our work is urgent. There are many people who have yet to hear the kingdom message before it is too late. Oh, believe me, they're hearing it. All they have to do is go to YouTube, go to watch some of these documentaries. They know. The next subheading, page 12, keep clear of all false religion. Read Revelation 18, 2, 4, 5, and 8. These verses identify something else that Jehovah expects of his worshipers. All true Christians must maintain a clear distinction between themselves and Babylon the Great. Wow. Didn't we just do a video about them quoting a Wiccan high priestess? I thought they weren't supposed to have nothing to do with the occult or pagans or anyone of other beliefs. I'll get into that in a minute. Before learning the truth, a Bible student may have been a member of a false religion. He may have attended its religious services and shared in its activities, or he may have contributed money to such an organization. Before a Bible student can be approved as an unbaptized publisher, he must break all ties with false religion. He should submit a letter of resignation or otherwise completely sever his membership in his former church and any other organization that has ties to Babylon the Great. And there's an asterisk with a footnote. But I just wanted to mention here in paragraph 17, a true Christian must make sure that his secular employment has nothing to do with Babylon the Great. Now here, the last sentence of paragraph 17, it says, why do we take such a firm stand? Because we do not want to share in the works and sins of religious organizations that are unclean in God's eyes. Now you notice they qualify it by putting religious organizations. Because I want to get back to the footnote here. Footnotes at the bottom of page 12. We also need to avoid such organizations as youth camps or recreational facilities that have ties to false religion. For example, regarding membership in the YMCA, the Young Men's Christian Association. See questions from readers in the January 1st, 1979 issue of the Watchtower. Pause right there. Those of us ex-members who go back to the old literature, have you ever heard Jehovah's Witnesses say, oh, well, it's a good thing we don't believe that anymore? Or, we have new light, we no longer believe that. This is going back to an article in 1979. So why can't the rest of us go back to an article even to that same year and show what Watchtower printed? Oh, well, it's a good thing we don't believe that anymore, because we have new light, new understanding. We don't believe that anymore. But yet it's okay for Watchtower to use the old light literature. Russell's stuff. They've quoted Russell. Well, why can't we use Russell's stuff to show what a wackadoodle he was? Right? Oh, good Lord. Back to the footnote. The same stand must be taken toward the YWCA, the Young Women's Christian Association. Even though some local affiliates try to downplay the religious aspects of their activities, these are, in fact, organizations with religious roots and objectives. Okay, big question here. What about years ago, Watchtower saying the United Nations was the wild beast, and we were not to have any affiliation with this wild beast? And they used to bash the United Nations as being part of that wild beast. And now they're part of it? What if a rank and file Jehovah's Witness wanted to join the United Nations as an NGO? Let's say they have a business and they want to be an NGO. I wonder how Watchtower would feel about that. And I can remember bringing it up to Cousin Elder Richard when they showed up here when we were first waking up, and we brought up the UN. Oh, well, they're just there to keep an eye on what's going on in the world. Well, it's obvious they're there now so that they can plead and get Satan's wild beast to help them with freedom of religion. This is the OSCE.org website. Now, this is talking about the meeting they had in 2019. Now, I mentioned this a while back. Pasta Babe had done some videos on this meeting, and we know that Watchtower was there. And we also have proof that they submitted, the European Association of Jehovah's Witnesses submitted this, Religious Freedom Issues. You see that right there? This was the meeting, September 16th through the 27th of 2019. They submitted this. How is this not being part of Babylon the Great or the wild beast? You know, and they go through this whole thing. Abuse and restrictions of religious freedom in all these countries. And they have how many Jehovah's Witnesses were imprisoned in this whole thing. And I gotta ask, what about all of us ex-members' religious freedoms? And these witnesses here abused. What about all of the ex-members who are abused, or those who are threatened with the police and hauled to court just for trying to speak up? You know? This is 17 pages, and I'll put the link down below to this. Now, there's something else I want to cover. Digital Realty Internet Exchange. Do you see this at the top? The cube with the Digital Realty. Now, before someone leaves comments or sends me nasty emails telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just fake news, I'm going to say that I don't understand all of this. I am just going to present the information. You guys can go research it and, you know, maybe there's some computer people out there that are smarter than I am about this thing, but to me this appears to be a data protection company. To me it sounds like a cooperative that you like join to into a data transfer and data protection. That's what it appears to sound like to me. Now, they have this booklet that came out in 2014. And I want to thank our source so much for sending us this information, because he asked us to investigate this. And it looks like, they are bringing military trained personnel into their data centers, trying to help those that were military. I can understand that. And they have these programs, in this magazine or booklet. It's 84 pages long, talking about what they're all about. And like I said, I just want to present the information because I'm not sure. Now, our source also came across this booklet with site rules. This is from June 3rd, 2019, and you see Digital Realty, the same cube. The same cube there. Well, when you go to page 9, he found this. I'm going to read this. No weapons, including firearms and explosives of any kind, are permitted on, in, at, or around any site. A. Subject to applicable law, even if stored in vehicles. And B. Regardless of whether the individual possessing the weapons has obtained federal, state, or local licenses or permits to possess, transport, or carry those weapons. Digital Realty may approve exceptions to this rule, including for on-duty law enforcement personnel, on-duty military personnel, and 3, Digital Realty security personnel who have received specific advance written or authorization from Digital Realty to carry designated weapons. Okay, it's like, alright, there's a lot of companies that are like that. Look at this highlighted rule. You must present a valid government-issued ID to security prior to being issued an access badge. What the heck is this place that has this much security that you have to have a government-issued ID to get an access badge? What the heck? Now, when you go back to their website, you can see up here the Digital Realty in the same cube, Internet Exchange. And I know you guys are probably wondering what the heck is going on with this. You can see benefits, requirements, support, become a participant. Go down to participants. Now, when you click on all, or you can click on New York, either one works. You have a list here of their participants. Now, I want to note that it doesn't say customers. It says participants. That's why I think it sounds kind of like a cooperative. But look at, all of these. Facebook. Facebook is one of their participants. Look at right here. Netflix. Look at right here, guys. QSC Telecom, New York City. Remember that one? This takes you to Peering DB. QCS Telecom, right up here. Now, I did a video just a few weeks ago about this, of who bought it or who it was handed over to in 2013. Watchtower. Okay, let's go back to our participants and zoom in. Do you guys see that right there? It's not written out. It's only the initials. Watchtower Bible Tract Society, USA, New York. And for those of you that doubt this is Watchtower, let's click on that. There's the peering DB again. You guys see that at the top? Right here? Let's zoom in. Watchtower Bible Tract Society. Non-profit. I find this interesting right here. Contact information. Some of this network's contacts are hidden because they are only visible to authenticated users and you are currently not logged in. So what the heck is going on with this? Like I said, I don't know if this is something or if this is just a nothing burger. I'm not saying. All I'm doing is giving you guys some information, and I'll put the links down below. And I also want to thank everybody for sending me the information. I'm going to put the link down below to this link in Gastonia, North Carolina. Apparently there was a shooting at the Kingdom Hall. I don't know any details about it yet. Thank you everyone for watching, and thank you everyone so much for sending me all this information, and we appreciate your help so much, and you all have a wonderful week. Bye.